Welcome back to the Unsuccessful Podcast presented by the Pepsi Boys. You got your boy Jam.
Rev.
And today we got a special guest.
Adrian.
It's Adrian, just so y'all know. He forgot his intro, I guess. He didn't have an intro. But this is his first time coming on. His first time being on a podcast, from what I heard. So just, want to introduce a good friend of the pod.
Thanks for having me.
So we want to start including guests, especially a lot of our listeners. And today this episode is a little special because we're doing an episode with him. And it's going to be titled with his favorite show. Yeah. Well, his favorite episode of the show.
So we're gonna, we'll figure that out when we get there. But we're talking about something near and dear to the heart today. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about how do you put this into words? You're the word guy.
I am the word guy.
You're the word guy.
Put what into words?
Your first experience, or your first how do you call it? You little boys go to their room, they want to get away from their room. That's, what's the proper term?
It was the first time I beat my meat.
Thank you, Adrian. There we go. That's
okay.
All right. Okay.
All right, we're gonna get straight to the nitty-gritty.
Straight to the, you know what I'm saying? I gotta hear the details, bro. I gotta know.
Everyone's a little different.
Right?
Yeah. So I guess I'll start this one. I'll start it off because
lead by example. I feel that.
What was your first time in
my first time that I beat my meat, or the first time I had an intercourse?
Wait, which one came first?
Intercourse.
Oh shit!
That's wild.
You're fucking lucky.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I must have looked at your hand and was like, "This is not fucking same.
This ain't for me, bro. This ain't for me. I ain't down with that gay shit."
Yeah, no, it was interesting, and I think looking back at it now, it was a little weird because the girl I was with, she was older than me. So would I feel like I got taken advantage of?
Well, now when you say older, how much older than she was you? Is that was not a proper sentence? How much older than she was?
I get what you're saying.
He knows where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I was 12.
I didn't ask how old you were. That's if you now.
we're there,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew how old you were. I was just asking how much older she was than you.
Well, the listeners don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Well, now they do. Now they do.
Before puberty.
You know what I'm saying? We can continue. Just now, we don't need to know ages. We don't need to know. Okay, go ahead. She was 15. 15. So just out here having unprotected sex at 12 years old, squirting out little baby sperms.
I have. No. Believe it or not, that was the first time that I had sex, and the first time I used the rubber.
Really?
Probably one of the last times too.
One of the last.
Can I ask a question?
What's that?
Did you put it backwards?
No.
The rubber?
No.
Put it on right?
No, I did it right because
lifestyle?
No, because because the tip is very prominent, like with the condom, so you know that it's pointing up. I'm not retarded. So if it's pointed, is it supposed to go into my hole? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but and then after that,
just slipped it on and what? All right, I'm a little curious.
Yeah, me too. Go ahead, ask him.
Let's be honest. 2 minutes, a minute.
One pump.
Well, see, here's the thing. It was for I can honestly say it was over 10 minutes. But the thing is
that's what I'm saying.
It was over 10 minutes, but it was outside. at a park.
Holy 10 minutes at a fucking park?
Bro,
that's more than kids get to play during recess, bro. Holy shit.
This boy was able to sustain himself
in
public.
With the bad kids. They just get like a little fresh smell of fresh air, and then you're out there just
fresh smell of pine.
That boy out there for real, bro.
That's a story. So what happened?
What happened with what?
As far as 10 minutes win and...
Oh, well...
They went in the game.
No, the reason why... And here's the thing. The reason why I stopped using condoms is because I didn't feel...
Because he lasted 10 minutes. He was like, hold on. The numbers, this is too high.
He's like, I couldn't feel what I wanted
No, I didn't feel the ejaculation, because back in the day, like talking about sex and like gym class and all that stuff, that happened a lot early on. Like middle school is when you started talking. I don't know what they do now,
right?
But back in the day,
I didn't know either.
Yeah,
back in the day, it was like early on, like this and this. You gotta watch out for HIV the world, because a lot of the medicine wasn't already like mass produced to effectively work against those viruses.
For sure.
So I had that knowledge already. So I looked it up. I was like, my first time, because prepubescent. We're always on. We stand up, and I'm like, teacher, don't stand me up.
Put that famous dick tuck.
Don't call me. I'm chilling, bro. I'm just.
You got like your shirt popping out 2 inches.
Hey man, 2 inches that's all. That's too much.
2-inch thick dick. The age of fucking 12.
Oh man. But yeah, no, it was. I didn't feel that like finish line. And so I was like, if this is how sex is, I don't understand what the big hype is about.
That's why.
A couple times after that, though, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
I don't need this. Fuck these lifestyles.
All right, Jen.
Ooh, let's see. My journey began a long time ago. My dad used to have these magazines that I had found. I guess you can say found. But he had these magazines, and so I would just like rip pages out the magazine and take it with me. I don't know. I don't remember what magazines they were, but he had some magazines, and I had access to the magazines. But then, I know he asked me one time. He was like, "Did you find my magazines?" I was like, "What magazines? I don't know what you're talking about." He was like, he's like, he brings that out, and I was like, "Oh, no, I've never seen it."
What is that?
That's an interesting magazine. And then he was like, "We'll have this conversation when 1, you can tell me the truth, and 2, when I can say sex and you don't laugh." And so when he said sex, as soon as he said sex, when he told me that, I started busting up. And I was like, okay, all right. So we're not having this conversation today. And so it's just like every once in a while, he would just be doing something, sex. And I'm like, and then like one time he said it's sex, and I just didn't laugh, and we went to go have a talk. That was around, similar to you, 12. I didn't have sex. But he was just explaining it to me, and I was like, okay, all right. So then I went to the computer. I Googled, and I was like, man.
Googled Dragon Ball Z.
No lie. I swear to God, bro. I Googled Dragon Ball Z, but I'm not a great speller. So I spelled Drogon. So it was Drogon. And I took me to a spot, and then it was legit. It was a legit porn site at the time. It's not no more. R.I.P. But I was like, I did that, and that's how I came upon it one time. And I was just like, okay. And then like I was telling Adrian earlier, I was gonna drop the name, but you said save it for the pod. But I remember the first porn star the first porn star I remember remembering was Brandy Taylor.
She sounds hot as fuck. White. Brandy. That's a Brandy.
And that was my first time.
Fuck. Oh, dude. It's somebody's mom.
That's it right there, bro?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
FYI, don't
Google Brandy Taylor, bro.
Fucking moms. Wait, you forgot Drogan Ball.
He already said
Yeah,
it.
it's gone now.
Ah, fuck.
But yeah.
How do we get to that? Well, my first time ejaculating, I remember this. I was 13 years old. I had a mohawk. It was like my little mohawk phase that I had. So I was there, the shit's just in the air, and I got my hand. Well, first off, wasn't even it was more like the first time being introduced, right?
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was same scenario. My parents, I was probably like 8 years old.
Oh wow!
I had
beat me.
My parents had like a little brown box in the top shelf in the closet apartment complex. I used to get curious, we're just in there playing hide and seek, you're in there like, and then boom, you try to get up there, then the box falls, and it was just tapes. I mean, cassettes, tapes, and I just remember it was
good old VHS times.
It wasn't even HD, just the front cover, just ass, dick and mouth, pussy wide open, and I just knew I wasn't supposed to be tuning in. I was just like, let me grab one of these. It was like about 40 of them, like
40.
shitload.
Your parents are freaks.
They couldn't pick the better hiding spot. Like my clothes are in there.
Bro.
Like,
it's funny because my parents, my dad, my stepdad, he had something similar. It was always a brown box. Why? It's the most inconspicuous.
It's not hidden.
Fucking,
It was not hidden.
you were not lying.
This doesn't belong here. This doesn't look right. There's something in here. I gotta find out. That's how I found some of my first porn mags.
I don't know what my dad's box looked like, so I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure.
Where do you keep them?
I don't know.
How'd you find them?
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember.
I remember finding them because I had some crazy time.
I think they were in his closet, because we were like he said, hide and go seek.
Yeah.
I must have found him playing hide and go seek.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could think of it.
Man, I wish they would have had to fucking talk to me sooner, bro. 8 years old.
No, but see, 8 is too young.
8 is young.
You telling me? I fucking think I wish I didn't find those at 8, and I probably wasn't 8, or maybe I was. Maybe I was
It
younger.
could be,
but
see, my stepdad is a truck driver.
Okay.
Right?
And under the fucking bed. Magazines under the bed.
So the reason why I bring the truck driver part up is because under his bed I would find some stuff too. And then around that time it was around that same similar time, 12, 13 for me. And when we went back to the apartment or the house, I forgot which one we had first. I looked under the bed, and I was like, oh, but it wasn't porn, but it was rated R movies, American Pie, the Lampoon series. I forgot,
What
but
the fuck?
yeah. So I would watch them. I was like, this is cool. I like the music.
The whole soundtrack, American Pie soundtrack.
Oh, classic.
Dude.
But I remember finding my first porn mags were under the bed of my dad's truck, but also when my mom had always taken our like Nintendo 64, the PS2, like all the game consoles,
Right.
the Game Boys, she would hide them. And while she was off at work and I came home from school, I would go searching and searching and searching.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I found this one little magazine. It was like this big. It was about 14 pages. By the time I was done, it had 6 pages.
Gotta save it for later.
No.
Oh.
They were stuck together.